Matthias, I'm happy to have you back. Today, we're actually going to go through some cool things that I'm aware of for bookmark selection and configurations, things which we actually cannot do natively with bookmarks in Power BI. I know there is a kind of a tricky situation where, and I'm sure you've experienced this, you create a bookmark and then later on you realize that the filter pane was open at the time, so then it toggles it back open, which can kind of be annoying. Same thing if you have the filter pane open or closed, and a user is doing some other things in configurations, the activated bookmark, it snaps it back shut or reopens it every time. And that it can be kind of a bit of a pain to have to deal with that. And apparently, using Power BI tools, you can actually disconnect that relationship, so you can create a bookmark and not have it affect that. So I'm really curious and interested to see how that's done today.
Brilliant. Thanks, Reed. Thanks for having me back on.
Mhm.
Let's look into some hacky things you can do with PBI tools around bookmarks. Um,
Excellent.
I've got my, I've got my screen here, and just in case you've never heard of PBI tools before we get started very quickly, go to this link, go to .pbi.tools/YouTube. That's a public YouTube channel which has all previous recordings related to PBI tools on
Mhm.
it. You can learn all the basics there. But in terms of bookmarks, um, Reed, you've already explained it. There's one extremely annoying feature in Power BI when it comes to bookmarks, which is related to the filters pane. I'm not sure how many people have experienced that before. I certainly have. And the issue is um, the new filter pane, if you've got that enabled, is captured as part of your bookmark with respect to whether it's open or closed. And usually you don't want that. So I've got an example here, very simple, basically two shapes. I created three bookmarks already. One of them is showing both, and then the other two are hiding one of those shapes respectively.
Mhm.
And so if I click show both, see what just happened? The filter pane actually opened up. And why is that? Because when I created a bookmark, it happened to be open. Um, so, uh, and you can see from a user's perspective, let's say you're interacting with a report, you explicitly collapse the filter pane because it got in your way, and then you select one of the bookmarks. It puts it back there. Even in this case, where, as you can tell, I'm not even using any filters, right? So this is double annoying here.
Yep.
And then the show square or show circle bookmarks, respectively. I happen to have my filter pane collapsed when I created the bookmark. So this is all fine. But the other problem can occur now. Let's say as a user, I'm actively using my filter pane. So I've got it open because I'm changing filters
Mhm.
and I'm using one of those bookmarks. There we go. Now it's also getting in my way and it's collapsing. Um, and this is not something you can fix natively. However, using PBI tools, you can actually um, uh, sort of hack the underlying bookmark markup in terms of getting that fixed. And so that's what I want to show.
Excellent.
I've already got this report in PBI tools watch mode. You can see that down here, which means when I click save, and if we just look down here, the latest changes from the report will be extracted automatically. If I now switch over into VS Code, we can see I've got a bookmarks subfolder, and the three bookmarks we were just looking at, show both, show circle, show square, show up here. By the way, this feature of actually having the bookmarks expanded out into a folder structure. That's a
Mhm.
brand new PBI tools feature. It's only available in RC2,
Well, it's the fact
which,
that you also show all the friendly names, not the system
yeah.
GUIDs that are for those.
So let's have a quick look what we're actually getting here. There's a bookmark.json file, which comes straight out of the PBIX. Um, and the culprit, the problem we want to solve sits right here. Outspace pane, line 9, that's basically the internal technical name for filter pane. And as we can see, it's got an expanded property which is set to true. When I go to show circle bookmark.json, I also have outspace pane expanded set to false, and the same thing is the case for show square. Now, what I can do, because this is a merge object, which basically means when the bookmark's selected, it merges these settings from here into the current state of your Power BI page. I can simply remove this like so, and basically just leave an empty object behind. Save that. I'm doing the same thing for all three. So I've got the merge object here, remove, save, and then the third one is show square, bookmark, merge, remove. There we go. It's still valid JSON. And all I've done is to basically remove a little bit of markup. And I've created a shortcut for VS Code, which is the standard VS Code build command. Shift Control B. Clicking that basically now creates a new PBX file with all those changes embedded. So if I go into Power BI Desktop and go into Bookmarks compiled, the same report is going to open, however, with my manual modifications in place, and we're going to see that this, which I called filters pane, is no longer happening. Cool. So let's just get it to load. Here we go. Right. So same page. If I go to bookmarks, I've got filters expanded. Go to show both, nothing changes. If I collapse it, show both, nothing changes. If I go to show circle, it was collapsed, nothing changes. If I expand it, do show circle, nothing changes. So basically, problem solved. No matter where I'm at as a user in terms of interacting with the report, it's always going to stay as it was, and it's not going to toggle back and forth. And problem solved. One other quick addition here. If you're familiar with bookmarks, you will have guessed that I'm using the selected visuals option here. Another problem we have when it comes to using Power BI Desktop, I know I created the show square bookmark using the selected visuals option. I've got my selection pane open. However, there's no indication whatsoever what visuals were actually selected. Unless I remember or somehow make a note of it, I have no way of knowing. And that's also something which we saw in passing. So just going back here, looking at the show square bookmark, we can actually see apply only to target visuals is set to true, which is basically selected visuals. And then most importantly, this array specifies precisely which visuals were part of the selection. And I can then trace them back to my normal report markup, and can basically see that we have 978A, which is my square, and we've got 59A5, which is my circle, and that's precisely what we saw here. There we go. So again, this is obviously not officially supported by Microsoft. However, it's a very annoying usability problem, and there's a solution here.
Yep. Yeah. Like you said, just deploy with caution. Personally, the times that I've implemented things like this so far, I have not seen an issue. Have you run into any like problems with compatibility, like removing that little line of code from the bookmark?
Uh, we've been doing that in my company tenant in production pretty much daily since February 2019.
Okay. Yeah.
That's when I discovered that this was possible, and this is part of our production deployment pipeline. Never had an issue with it.
Excellent. Cool. Good to know. And yeah, this is both very useful. I think it expands the abilities for configurations for sure for bookmarks and eliminates two very annoying features. Now, if people are wanting to get Power BI tools set up and everything, what would you recommend as a resource to get that to happen? So they can like start at a
Absolutely.
minimum start using this.
Yes. Um, so go to pbi.tools. pbi.tools. Very simple. This is the landing page. And then click the green button right here, which will give you a step-by-step tutorial in how to download and install things. And it will also run you through actually using the tool by extracting a file and recompiling it. Yeah, so that would be step one. And then the other thing I would recommend, the link I showed earlier, go to PBI Tools/YouTube, gives you a playlist with currently 17 videos in it. There are a few I haven't even added yet, which are already
Excellent.
out there. So this is a growing playlist and has a bunch of demos from tutorials as well as user group presentations.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's going to be a great resource. And yeah, I think between the other features plus just being able to set it up to at a minimum using it for this will be very useful as some resources. So thank you.
Cool.
Excellent. Matthias, this has been really great. I appreciate you coming on today to share that. I certainly know that I love bookmarks, but configuring them can be a pain and no pun intended. And I think alleviating two issues with the filters pane certainly gives people a lot more options to provide some fairly safe and unofficial but still pretty secure workarounds for this stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, or share this video. Plus, if you have any comments for a future video, go ahead and add that to the comment section down below. Now, if this is your first time to my channel, or you want to see more of these awesome videos, please click that subscribe and notification button. Also, feel free to show your support by becoming a channel member.